so I'm going to do something kind of different where I'd like to see if there are 3 brave souls who will read with me. Okay, so again, and then Heather. Okay, and if you have your phones, that's awesome.
I don't have to be a good actress, do I?
Wait,
No.
which one is it?
Okay, so if you guys will go to lyricstolines.com, the first one we're going to do is photograph. Yeah. Yeah. Photograph? It's the 3rd one down. Okay. Yeah.
It's the apparently you use cookies.
Yes, Squarespace. I have very basic analytics. Okay, so student 1, student 2, and student 3.
Cool.
Okay. We can talk about super cookies at some point if anyone wants to. So this is photograph inspired by the song by Weezer. And so I will be playing Jan, Tuyen will be student 1, Allison, you'll be student 2, and then Heather. Okay, Heather, you'll be student 3. Cool. Okay. Jan is working with a few students in a lunch and learn setting. She's just finished presenting and is now taking questions from her group. They are sitting at desks that are in a hemisphere shape. Her topic for this class is networking. So did that make sense?
I think so. The idea is to be more open and ask for what you want. That's what I got out of today, but it's easier said than done.
It depends on your personality. The point of today's session is that if you want it, you can have it. You have to ask. You have to be brave. You have to say what you want.
And if you don't know what you want?
That's an entirely different session.
I always feel lost when I'm figuring out what I want. There's so much in the world I want to do.
You're not the only one, and that doesn't change as you grow older. Once you have maybe 2 ideas of what you want, you've got to reach out there and grab it. People like to help. You tell them you need something, most will think of ways they can help you.
Why is that?
I think it's simply because everybody wants some love, and before you all start giggling, love is more about attention and need to help. How would you feel if someone randomly emailed you with a clear reason they were reaching out?
I think I would help them if I could. Most of the time, I don't feel like I can be useful to anyone.
We should break that down.
Okay.
Why is it tough for you to believe you're useful?
I know a lot of stuff, but like, what do I share with people? It feels like I'm shooting from the stars and nothing sticks. How do I know what to contribute?
It will depend on the conversation and the context. Not everyone will care about everything you are, but if you can figure out what they need, give them that, show them that you're knowledgeable or have relevant information. You won't feel as though your heart will break as your fear subsides.
Give that a try. It's gonna be tough.
If it helps, I have a horror story. Last year I met with someone and it went really badly. At the end of the coffee chat, they yelled at me for taking up their time and being ungrateful. There were a few other choice words mixed in.
What did you talk about?
I asked them for advice about breaking into the industry they were in. There's more that I could take from them, but after an hour I told them it was time to go.
Instead of saying that you were trying to be respectful of their time.
Yeah, I just got up and started to leave. I could never communicate properly then. They thought I was leaving because I got enough information. That's when the yelling started. It was bad. There may have been tears.
Oh, good luck with your meeting this week. Sounds like you need it.
Well, that's a good learning experience. It's always good to be polite. Ask if they need to wrap up because you're grateful for the time, and no, they're busy. You should show you're empathetic.
But also have a personality. And if you're too professional and stiff, you might play so monastic that you blow it. That wouldn't be good either.
That is true too. This has been an insightful conversation. Do you 3 have your marching orders for a couple of weeks from now? I want us to come together and talk about how our networking went before starting our topic of personal branding.
Questions for me?
Sounds good.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. And then, So I don't know, I mean, I say this every time, but for anyone who doesn't know, I take music lyrics from a song and then intertwine it into a scene, and the scene can be really about anything. So we're gonna do, Tiana and I will do one more. And this one, thank you guys for reading. Like, I know it takes guts just to come up here. So this next one is called Lost Without You by inspired by the lyrics of Friar Writings. So I will be playing Meredith Van Wiltz.
I am Peter.
Peter doesn't have a last name. Meredith Van Wiltz is sitting in a diner, waiting for Peter to arrive with her newest prized possession. She's anxious as she waits for the last stamp that will allow her to sell her entire collection for $1.5 million. This better not be one of those scams where they find out what I have and then rob me blind. The waitress has been around 5 times and this Peter is 15 minutes late. This is getting ridiculous. Peter strolls in casually. He heads to the counter. When no one helps him, he turns around to scan the diner. There are very few people and he spots Meredith quickly. With a smile, he heads to her booth.
Hi.
Who wants to know?
Peter.
When did we last speak?
On eBay. We've only ever chatted through that service.
You may sit. You can't be too careful these days. Strangers rush in past and we think they're just trying to get home, but people may have the wrong ideas.
Well, lucky for you, I'm the only person more than 400 miles with what you've been looking for, and you were the only one looking. So, lucky me.
Stamps are my life. It's the only safe haven that I've known. Since I was really little, the only thing I've cared for is my collection. My son knows, and it's why he and I are estranged. Do you have it?
I've been trying to sell this 1847 10-cent Washington since my dad bought it for my 13th birthday. No one has been willing to pay it, so when you message me, well, it hits me at full speed that someone actually wants this piece of paper.
Peter takes this out and then delicately places a small envelope into Meredith's hand. She opens it and pulls out the stamp. It feels like I can't breathe. People told me they didn't exist, that I would never find this.
Oh, they exist, and nobody knows about these anymore. We are at the point where so few people know when stamps came about.
My great-nephew didn't know a stamp was necessary and tried to send a letter without it. He's 17. It's so exciting, though. This pain inside me for years is suddenly and finally gone. I have what I've been looking for.
Glad I could be of service. What form of payment?
Will you take a check? For this, I want to write you a check. Meredith is super happy and her hands are shaking as she takes out her checkbook to write a check. I can't believe this. It feels like my world is crumbling. Now I can finally sell my entire collection.
What do you have in your collection?
It's $9,500 for this mint condition. I should never have said anything. Here's your check. This should clear on Monday. There won't be any troubles with it. Been saving up.
Thanks for finally buying this one. Like I've said, I've been trying to get rid of it for a long time. I'll let you go now. Bye.
Take care of yourself. Thanks for selling me the 10 cent. Thank you guys so much.